What's up, guys? Brian here. Just want to make a video about some random thoughts as far as returns. We all want to earn more in crypto. Talk about centralized exchanges, centralized platforms where you can do lending or earn some sort of return on your crypto. And we'll also talk about, kind of decentralized staking mechanism. So the best way, if you already have money in the system and you think that some of these projects are going to have a future, the best thing to do would be stake in a decentralized manner. Obviously, you control your keys. You would have custody of your keys. If you don't own your keys, you don't own the crypto, as we always say. And over time, I've seen tons and tons of centralized exchanges and centralized platforms go down. We'll talk about a few of those here in a little bit. But it is tempting. It is tempting to get on a lot of these, centralized platforms to earn a greater return. Now, Polkadot, for instance, you can earn 12%, and you can do that. And I think you can even earn more, maybe up to around 14% if you did it on your own. It would just be a lot more work to do it and stuff like that. So a lot of people are earning the 12% on Kraken, and you get paid out, I think, a couple times a week on it. So I bought some Polkadot, I staked it, it shot up. I actually sold out because I was like, I've been there before where stuff has shot up like a rocket and it'll come down like a guillotine, but Polkadot is staying up. And then actually on another account, trading account, I actually rebought some Polkadot in the situation. But that being said, I caught a ride with Polkadot. But my main thing was I was going to do a video, on the staking rewards in Kraken. You can earn 12%. It's pretty easy. You just have to go in there and go to staking. That's pretty much it. And a lot of people, I think, are chasing that. Now, that's centralized, though. Do I trust Kraken? Yeah, I would trust Kraken and Coinbase from the terms that I don't think that they're gonna go away. I don't think you're gonna necessarily lose your money if there's some huge hack. I think that they probably have the amount of insurance to sort of cover it. Don't know what's really going on here, guys. There's a cop pulled over. I don't know if they're just getting pulled over for speeding or what. We will see. This is not a good situation, though. Some coming into oncoming traffic. Okay, we're past that. And hopefully I don't get pulled over. So yeah, basically I would trust Kraken and Coinbase that they probably have enough insurance and all that it would probably get covered. But let's just say something did happen. It could be basically taken over by the lawyers or a trustee, kind of like you see Cryptopia. If you don't remember that was an exchange in New Zealand that got hacked, and basically gets taken over by a trustee. Now, same thing with Mt GOX, got hacked in 2014. Trustee took over to manage their remaining funds or what they could kind of recover and all that. And I know people who got hacked, who got GOXed in 2014, and they still don't have their money. We're in 2021, guys. So even if they have insurance, this and that, you don't want to go through this long drawn out legal battle and having the lawyers kind of trying to sort everything out. It's a long process. That being said, if Coinbase or Kraken has ever been hacked, they have mitigated their risk enough and not disclosed it maybe, and they've been able to cover over it with maybe some of their insurance or something. Who knows? Going forward, you can't really earn, and that's starting to be more of a thing on those platforms, is being able to earn from staking rewards. But they don't do the lending portion. So now we see these platforms like Voyager, Nexo, Celcius. You can do decentralized mechanism with the lending through Aave. Trying to think what else. There's, there's maybe there's definitely another one that I was thinking of that has their tokens out there that you can get. So there's a couple different ways you can play that. So if you're not familiar with, BlockFi, that's what I was thinking. So you can earn these returns, and I mean, they can be pretty hefty, 12% potentially returns. Now, a lot of times what they do is, let's say you can earn 10% on a particular crypto, lending out a particular crypto, but then if you get part of the reward, or you get the reward in their own token, then you get quote unquote 12%. But then the fluctuations of the market, who knows what that 12% is, 12% more of that coin. But that being said, a lot of those platforms force you to interact with their token. They're trying to drive demand to their token. So one person might ask, is it maybe a better play if you just buy their token and you never engage on the platform? I would say that's an interesting strategy. Like if you bought Celcius, you bought Nexo, you bought Voyager, you bought Aave, but you didn't actually buy them to do any lending or interacting on their platform. You just bought it because the demand's being driven to them. I think that is a good strategy, but I'd almost say that you'd have to buy the whole basket of them. And if one of them got hacked or something like that, you're mitigating your risk, and that maybe it'd be 1/5 of your portfolio of those lending platforms, kind of thing. If one gets hacked, then the token becomes worthless. Everybody's going to dump it. So you've got that issue, got that risk. With the decentralized ones, you don't maybe have as much risk with something like Aave, because it's trying to take out the counterparty risk, that you're always in control of your keys in the whole situation. But I don't know. There always could be some sort of bug in the contract code, even if it's been audited and all that kind of stuff. There could be some sort of vulnerability. There could be some sort of browser vulnerability. There could be, there's all types of risk, obviously, you're going to take on. But as more of these platforms are popping up that are centralized, Voyager, Nexo, BlockFi, all this kind of stuff, definitely, it definitely becomes more of a draw to try to get on those. And it's kind of funny because I have an Uphold account, and before when this first kind of started, they had CRED. There was a company called CRED, and they partnered with them, and you could go over there and you could do it. And I was very weary. I was like, well, I could send my Litecoin over there. And I was like, and I didn't do it, even though it looked really legit. And they got hacked or whatever, and they went bankrupt, or maybe their lending service wasn't working right. I can't remember. It was either a hack or their controls just weren't, the money didn't work out the way they thought, and they went bankrupt. So I don't know that people have their money in it. I don't know if they got their crypto back or what exactly happened, but I have a feeling that they are still trying to sort that out. But that's your risk of getting on those centralized platforms. And I mean, it's funny because people have a short memory, or especially people who are newer to the game. They don't have any memory of it because they haven't been through it. And I mean, I had one friend, he had $15,000 hanging out on KuCoin. And I'm like, dude, you need to get that off. And he's like, why? What do you mean? And I was like, dude, KuCoin could get hacked. And he's like, KuCoin's not going to get hacked. And I was just laughing. I was just like, dude, you don't realize like the amount of exchanges that have been hacked. You know, Mt GOX, Cryptsy, BitGrail, Moolah. Man, who haven't I not said? There's a ton of them. See, Cryptsy, BitGrail, MintPal. You get the point, though. It's just not a good situation. So you don't want to leave. You don't want to leave the coins like hanging out there. And it is very, very tempting to go after these returns on these centralized platforms. And my plan is I am going to do a little bit of it. I think I'm going to try like Voyager. I mean, crypto.com is another one. That's one I didn't mention. You know, I never did get the crypto.com card. I just, a lot of people, when it first came out, they were pitching it. I never like kind of ran out there and got it. I think I will go ahead and get it at this point and try some of these platforms. But again, it's going to be like a portion of my portfolio. And I think what I'm going to do is, because it's tempting just to put everything over there and then you're risking everything works out, then you're okay. If it doesn't, you're screwed and you're waiting around forever, and all your mental energy just be tied up in how you were supposed to be rich, and then this platform got hacked and blah, blah, blah. So I'll probably do some more of a test situation. And a lot of these platforms are incentivizing people. You know, you can get a little bit of crypto if you join the platform, kind of thing. They're in this customer acquisition phase, so it might be an opportunity to get a little bit of crypto, put a little bit on there, try out the platform, maybe put a portion of my holdings. So if a portion of my holdings were like in decentralized staking mechanisms, you know, either through, you know, like for instance, my Cardano is staked through the Daedalus wallet. I've got my Tron staking in the Atomic wallet. I've got my Zilliqa staking in the, you know, in the Atomic wallet. I've got my EOS, the remaining EOS that I have is in the resource exchange, and I'm getting earnings from voting for proxies that pay back for voting. So I'm earning there. The little bit of Steam that I have, you can actually earn like 4.16% or something. Steam, having Steam power. I don't really recommend that. It's a little bit of earnings that are in there, but you can earn a little bit of return there. Same thing for Hive. I don't really know what the percentage is for Hive though. So anyway, some of the stuff is going to be earning from these decentralized mechanisms. Some of it, I'll maybe try the centralized platforms. And some of it will just be pure, you know, if you're just sitting there, let's say your Litecoin is on a Ledger Nano. Obviously, you're not going to earn a return on it. And that's just that. You know, do you want to remain invested in that, or do you want to chase kind of the staking returns or the yields? Anyway, this is just a little bit of a thought process. But, you know, I guess no exchange is too big to fail, too big to be hacked. I mean, look what happened in the 2008 financial crisis. You had Lehman Brothers and Bear Stearns and, you know, these types of companies and stuff like got incinerated. So no company, no crypto company is like really too safe. Even though I feel somewhat safe with Kraken or Coinbase that it's probably going to be able to cover over it. They've mitigated the risk. One thing with BlockFi, I guess that a lot of their coins are actually, they're using Gemini as a custody service. Obviously, Gemini is a legitimate exchange owned by the Winklevoss twins. So, again, put your trust, you know, where you will, but know that, you know, your best bet is obviously, you know, to have the stuff on a hardware wallet or spread out your risk between multiple devices, multiple hardware wallets, you know, maybe several different platforms potentially. I know it definitely gets very, very confusing if you're trying to keep track of it. And if you do have to make some moves and make some adjustments, it almost gets to where it's like, okay, wait, do I have any of these coins left, or do I still have some there? You know, so So that's that. Anyway, what do you guys think? Are you guys on like Voyager, BlockFi, Celcius, Crypto.com? What's been your experience? Also, eToro is an interesting platform that has a big incentive, actually $500 if you do like a $5,000 worth of trades or something like that. I'm seeing a lot of this stuff popped up. A lot of these companies are trying to make a move, trying to do customer acquisition, and if we can benefit a little bit from that, then so be it. And it's kind of a good way to maybe get a little bit of extra. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Steemit, DTube, wherever else, Hive.